Welcome to the Key Corner chapter, NSDAR's April Drop-In History Moment, presented in celebration of America 250. Today we step back to March 17, 1776, the day Boston was finally free. For nearly a year, the city had endured British occupation following the battles at Lexington and Concord. Soldiers filled the streets, supplies were scarce, and families lived with uncertainty and fear. But just beyond the city, the Continental Army, led by General George Washington, held its ground, waiting for the right moment. That moment came when American forces seized Dorchester Heights, placing artillery high above Boston and its harbor. In a single night, everything changed. Facing an impossible position, British troops made the decision to leave. Their ships departed the harbor, and for the first time, a major American city was free. While no record exists of a speech given that day, the words you're about to hear reflect the spirit of one of Boston's most devoted patriots, John Hancock. Through this imagined address, we step into a moment when hope rose, and the path to independence came into view. Now, we invite you to listen, as John Hancock shares the news of Boston's liberation.
Good people, esteemed friends and defenders of this sacred cause, I have just received news from General Washington of great import. This day marks a turning of the tide, a day that shall be remembered in the annals of history, a day hard won and dearly purchased. For many long months, our beloved Boston has groaned beneath the weight of occupation. Our streets, once filled with the laughter of children and the industry of honest labor, have echoed instead with the marching of foreign troops. We have seen neighbors displaced, commerce stilled, liberties threatened. Yet through it all, the good people of Boston endured. They endured the bitter cold of winter, uncertainty, fear, and want, yet did not surrender the rights given them by God and defended by your forefathers. Let us pause and recall how this came to pass, for when first the conflict arose at Lexington and Concord, few could foresee the magnitude of the struggle before us. What began as a cry for justice has become a contest for freedom itself. Boston has stood as a focal point, a place of trial, of testing, and now of triumph. For the enemy believed that by seizing this city they might break our spirit. But they did not know the spirit of a free people. They did not know us. Under the wise and steady command of George Washington, our Continental Army took its stand. Through long months they watched, they waited, they prepared. Then, by bold ingenuity and determined effort, they fortified the heights overlooking the town. What once seemed impossible became reality. And so the mighty army of Britain, finding itself outmaneuvered, chose not to destroy, but instead to depart. On this day, the enemy has withdrawn. Their ships now carry them from Boston Harbor, flags retreating before the rising hope of liberty. Boston is no longer under siege. Boston stands free. Let every bell that can be rung proclaim it. Let every voice that can be lifted declare it. Boston is free, yet let us not be carried away by celebration alone. For this victory, though great, is but the first fruits of a greater harvest yet to come. The struggle continues. Even now, across these colonies, men stand ready, leaving behind their homes, their families, and the comforts of peace, to secure the blessings of liberty for generations yet unborn. We must not falter. We must not grow weary. Let us give thanks. For in the book of Romans it is written, "If God be for us, who can be against us?" Romans 8:31. Surely it is by his providence that we have been preserved. Surely by his favor that we now stand delivered. Therefore let us walk humbly, act justly, and remain steadfast in this our righteous cause. I speak to you not only as a servant of this colony, but as one who has witnessed your courage. I have seen merchants sacrifice their trade. I have seen mothers send forth their sons. I have seen citizens become soldiers and neighbors become brothers in arms. This victory belongs not to one, but to all. To the farmer who took up his musket, to the laborer who left his tools, to the patriot who refused to bow. Let this day stand as a testimony. That liberty is not granted, it is defended. That courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. and that a united people, trusting in God and in one another, cannot easily be overcome. The eyes of the world are now upon us. What we do next shall determine not only our own fate, but the future of freedom itself. Shall we prove worthy of this moment? Shall we press on with faith and resolve until liberty is secured? I say, we shall. Then go forth this day with gratitude in your hearts. Rebuild what has been broken. Restore what has been taken. And remember always the price that has been paid. Let Boston stand as a beacon, a light to all who seek freedom, a testament that tyranny may be resisted and that hope may yet prevail. May Almighty God continue to guide us. May He strengthen our cause, and may He grant that one day soon our united colony shall stand, free and independent. Until that day, stand firm, stand united, stand for liberty.